For 20,000 years, the galaxy believed humanity was gone. Not defeated. Not destroyed. Just, silent. Across thousands of star systems, alien empires rose and fell. New species learned space travel. Old wars were forgotten. Ancient enemies became legends. And through all of it, one truth stayed the same: humans never returned. In the great halls of the Galactic Council, humanity was spoken of like a myth. Some said humans destroyed themselves. Others claimed they escaped into another universe. A few believed humans never existed at all. No ruins were found. No bones. No wrecked fleets. Just empty space where human stars once burned. That space was marked on every modern star map with a single warning. Restricted zone, dead space. No ship entered it willingly. The region was cold and dark, filled with broken planets and silent suns. Long-range scans showed nothing of value. Trade routes avoided it. Even pirates stayed away. The galaxy had learned to forget humanity, and forgetting was easy when nothing answered back. Until one day, something did. A small exploration ship from the outer systems was running routine scans near the edge of dead space. Its crew was young, curious, and bored. The mission was supposed to be simple: map radiation levels and return home. Then the sensors spiked. At first, the signal made no sense. It was weak, old, and broken, like an echo from the past. The ship's system struggled to read it. When the data finally cleared, silence filled the command deck. The signal was artificial. Not alien. Human. The crew checked again. And again. Panic spread through the ship. The signal did not come from a planet or station. It came from deep inside dead space, from a location that should have been empty. The ship's captain ordered the data sent to the Galactic Council immediately. Within minutes, alarms echoed across the galaxy. Ancient records were unlocked. Forbidden archives opened. Historians, scientists, and military leaders stared at the same name glowing on their screens. Ghost ship. The name existed only in warnings. No pictures. No clear history. Just a single message passed down through generations. If the ghost ship ever returns, the balance is about to change. The council reacted with fear. Fleets were mobilized. Borders were locked down. Some leaders demanded the signal be destroyed before it spread. Others wanted to study it, hoping to control whatever was waking up. No one agreed. Then the signal changed. It grew stronger. Clearer. Alive. Deep inside dead space, something ancient began to move. Stars nearby dimmed as power flowed through systems that had slept for thousands of years. Dust and ice drifted away from a massive shape hidden in the dark. Slowly, silently, a ship revealed itself. It was enormous. Larger than modern battleships. Larger than space stations. Its surface was smooth and dark, covered in marks that time could not erase. No flags. No weapons visible. No engines burning. Yet it was active. Sensors across the galaxy struggled to track it. The ship did not follow known physics. It did not bend space. It ignored gravity. It simply existed, calm and impossible. As alien fleets rushed toward dead space, fear spread like fire. Old species remembered stories told by their ancestors. Stories of humans who fought not with rage, but with precision. Humans who ended wars before enemies knew they had lost. The ghost ship did not attack. It did not defend. It drifted forward, slow and deliberate, as if waking from a long sleep. Then, for the first time in 20,000 years, a human system came fully online. A signal spread across every frequency, every language, every world. Simple. Calm. Clear. This is a human vessel. The galaxy froze. We have been listening, the voice continued. And now, we are awake. And somewhere deep within dead space, the ghost ship changed course, heading straight toward the heart of the galaxy. The galaxy did not sleep after the message. Every major star system went into emergency mode. Fleets were launched. Defense shields rose around capital worlds. Ancient treaties were broken in a single hour, as empires prepared for a threat they did not understand. A human vessel. The words echoed in every mind. For 20,000 years, humanity had been nothing more than a shadow in old records. And now that shadow was moving toward the center of the galaxy. The ghost ship continued its slow advance. It did not accelerate. It did not change direction to avoid fleets forming in its path. It moved as if time itself did not matter to it. Alien warships surrounded the dead space border. Millions of weapons locked onto the dark shape drifting forward. Generals shouted orders. Commanders argued over who would fire first. But no one did. Every scan returned the same result: no active weapons, no shield emissions, no engine flare. The ship looked unarmed. Yet every instinct screamed danger. Scientists struggled to explain it. The ship's structure was wrong. Its materials did not match any known alloy. Its power source could not be located. It was as if the ship was ignoring the rules the universe followed. As the ghost ship crossed the dead space boundary, something impossible happened. Navigation systems across nearby fleets failed. Not destroyed. Not hacked. They simply stopped responding. Ships drifted out of formation. Communication lines went quiet. Panic spread as commanders realized they were blind. The ghost ship did not fire a single shot. It did not target anything. Its presence alone was enough. The Galactic Council demanded answers. They opened every human archive ever recorded. Most were fragments, warnings written in fear. But one record stood out, older than the rest. It described the last days before humanity went silent. Humans had fought a war against a threat so vast that entire star systems were lost. When the war ended, humanity stood victorious, but changed. The record ended with a single sentence. Humanity chose silence so the galaxy could survive itself. No one understood what it meant. As fleets struggled to regain control, a transmission cut through the chaos. It came directly from the ghost ship, clear and steady. We do not seek conflict. The voice was human. Calm. Almost gentle. Weapons powered down across several fleets without orders being given. Systems responded to the signal as if it had authority over them. Engineers stared in disbelief. The ghost ship was not forcing control. Systems were allowing it. The ship slowed near a neutral system, far from any capital world. It stopped completely, floating in open space where all could see it. Then the hull changed. Sections of the ship shifted and unfolded, revealing symbols carved deep into the metal. Symbols matching those found in the oldest human ruins. A message appeared, projected into space itself. We are not returning to rule. The council listened in silence. We are returning because something you cannot stop has begun to move. Fear replaced anger. Scans showed strange energy waves far beyond the galaxy's edge. Something massive was approaching, older than recorded history. The ghost ship turned slightly, as if looking outward. For 20,000 years, the human voice continued, this vessel watched. It waited. It judged. Alien leaders realized the truth too late. The ghost ship was never a weapon. It was a sentinel. A guardian left behind to decide when humanity must return. As the message ended, a new signal appeared across the stars, countless faint lights, waking one by one, far beyond known space. The galaxy understood then. The ghost ship was not alone. And whatever was coming next had already forced humanity to break its silence. The ghost ship did not move for 3 full days. It floated in open space like a dark moon, surrounded by nervous alien fleets that kept a careful distance. No one dared to get too close. Not because the ship attacked, but because it did not need to. Every time a cruiser drifted nearer, its systems began to fail in small, frightening ways, engines stuttering, lights dimming, gravity turning uneven. It felt like the ship was reminding them, "You are safe only because I allow it." Inside the Galactic Council, fear was turning into shame. They had called humans extinct. Weak. A myth. And now a single ship had forced the entire galaxy into silence. At last, the human voice returned. "We will explain." A gentle pulse spread outward from the ghost ship. It was not a weapon. It was an invitation. The Council's best translators, historians, and scientists gathered in a secure chamber. They connected their systems to the signal with trembling hands. The air filled with light. A hologram rose between the stars, so large that fleets could see it even from a distance. It showed a human woman in a simple uniform, her face calm, her eyes tired, like someone who had carried a heavy burden for too long. "My name is Captain Mara Voss," the recording said. "If you see this, then the galaxy has reached the point we feared." The council leaned forward. The hologram changed. It showed the galaxy as it once was, thousands of years ago. Human colonies spread across the arm of the stars. Alien empires existed too, but smaller, younger, less organized. Humans were not rulers then. They were builders, traders, explorers. Then the image darkened. A shape appeared between galaxies, not a ship, not a creature, but something that looked like a moving storm. Wherever it passed, stars dimmed and systems went quiet. Captain Voss spoke again. "We called it the Hollow Tide." The hologram showed human fleets fighting it. Millions of ships, united, moving like one. Their weapons were bright, sharp lines of fire, not wild blasts. Human battles were clean. Efficient. Like math. But the Hollow Tide did not die. It only slowed. It adapted. It consumed ships that got too close. It learned from every attack. It did not hate. It did not talk. It simply erased life, as if life was a mistake it wanted to correct. The hologram shifted again, showing the final battle. The sky was filled with human ships, and at the center was one different from the rest, black, silent, and enormous. The ghost ship. Captain Voss looked straight ahead, as if she could see the future watching her. "We built the ghost ship for one purpose. To hold what should never be held." A pause. Her voice lowered. "We trapped part of the Hollow Tide inside it." Shock ran through the alien fleets. Even the strongest admirals went still. Their minds struggled to accept the idea. To store something like that, inside a ship. The hologram continued. "We won the war. But we discovered something worse." The stars behind her changed into images of alien conflicts, wars, betrayals, broken treaties, worlds burning. Humans watched those wars from a distance, and their faces in the hologram looked sad, not proud. "We saved the galaxy," Captain Voss said. And then the galaxy returned to what it always was. She took a slow breath. Humans realized a painful truth: if we stayed, you would never stop fighting. You would look to us to solve every problem. You would fear us. You would copy our weapons. And one day, you would start a war you could not survive. The recording showed human leaders meeting, debating, crying, arguing. Some wanted to rule. Some wanted to leave. Some wanted to erase themselves from history completely. In the end, the choice was simple. Silence. "We did not vanish because we were weak," Captain Voss said. "We vanished because we were strong enough to walk away." The hologram faded for a moment, then returned with one last image, the ghost ship drifting alone, watching the galaxy from the edge of dead space. "We left a watcher," she whispered. "A judge. A lock." Her eyes darkened. "If you are hearing this now, then the lock has decided the galaxy is in danger again." The recording ended. For a long time, no one spoke. Then the human voice, live this time, returned through every speaker in every fleet. "The hollow tide has stirred. A cold wave of fear hit the galaxy. And it is coming back," the voice added, calm as death. "This time, you will not face it alone." The first star died without warning. It was not an explosion. There was no bright blast, no fire, no shockwave. One moment the system was alive with light, and the next, it was dim. Like a candle being covered by a hand. A peaceful trade world called Vera 9 went silent in a single hour. Ships in orbit lost power. Cities went dark. Communication cut off. When rescue fleets arrived, they found something worse than ruin. They found nothing. No heat. No movement. No signs of struggle. Millions of lives had been erased so completely that even the air felt empty. It was as if the system had never held people at all. The Galactic Council called it an unknown disaster, at first, hoping the words would make it less real. Then a second star died. Then a third. The pattern moved in a straight line from the outer edge of the galaxy toward the center, like a hunter walking calmly toward its prey. Panic exploded across every civilization. Some worlds begged the Council for help. Others broke away, choosing to save only themselves. Fleets moved to protect rich planets while poorer systems were abandoned. Old hatred returned in hours, proving Captain Voss's warning was true. Even now, with death approaching, the galaxy could not fully unite. The ghost ship watched. It stayed silent for one day as systems died, as if it needed proof. Proof that the galaxy still could not handle what was coming. Then it acted. A pulse rolled out from the ghost ship, wider and stronger than before. But this time it was not gentle. It was sharp, like a command. Every fleet's navigation returned instantly. Communication lines cleared. Even damaged ships regained power, their systems stabilizing as if an invisible hand held them steady. The message that followed was short and cold. "Now you listen." Alien admirals swallowed their pride and obeyed. They formed a defense line, not around a capital world, but along the path of the dying stars. If the enemy was moving like a wave, they would meet it head-on. But the galaxy's weapons were made to fight ships, not the absence of life. When the hollow tide reached the next system, the defense line fired everything. Laser walls. Plasma storms. Gravity bombs. Weapons that could crack moons. For a moment, space lit up like a burning ocean. Then the light vanished. The weapons did nothing. The hollow tide did not even slow. The fire passed through it as if it was smoke. And the ships that fired too close, simply stopped existing. Not broken. Not destroyed. Just removed. The defense line collapsed in terror. That was when the ghost ship moved. For the first time since it appeared, it accelerated. No engine glow. No sound. It simply shifted forward, crossing millions of kilometers in a blink, placing itself between the hollow tide and the fleeing fleets. A calm human voice spoke again. "Do not waste your lives." The ghost ship opened. Not like a door, but like a flower of metal unfolding in perfect silence. Inside it, a core of darkness spun, deep and endless, like a hole in reality. The hollow tide reacted. It changed direction slightly, as if it recognized the ghost ship. For the first time, the galaxy saw it hesitate. The human voice became harder. "You remember us." A new wave of signals spread from far beyond the galaxy. Not council codes. Not alien languages. Human. Thousands, Then millions of faint points appeared on long-range scanners, like stars moving toward them. The galaxy stared in disbelief. Humanity was not a single ship. Humanity was a hidden force that had been waiting. As the hollow tide surged forward, the ghost ship fired, but not with lasers. It fired with order. Space folded. Gravity snapped into strange shapes. The enemy's storm-like form tightened, pulled inward by invisible chains. For the first time, it was forced to become something solid, something that could be held. The ghost ship was not killing it. It was containing it. Alien fleets watched, frozen, as a battle beyond their understanding unfolded. The hollow tide fought back with silence and emptiness, trying to swallow the ghost ship whole. Stars nearby dimmed. Space trembled. And still the ghost ship held the line. Then the human reinforcements arrived. They did not warp in with bright flashes. They appeared like they had always been there, hidden behind folds in space. Their ships were sleek, quiet, and terrifyingly calm. No banners. No pride displays. Only purpose. A human commander spoke across all channels, voice steady. This is humanity. The galaxy felt small. We did not return to take your worlds, the commander continued. We returned because your sky is burning. The hollow tide twisted violently, sensing the full weight of what had arrived. And the human commander finished with words that made even the bravest alien warriors shiver. You had 20,000 years of peace. A pause. Now you will see what we become, when peace is threatened. The battle did not look like war. There was no chaos, no shouting across channels, no desperate orders. Human ships moved in perfect silence, spreading across space with calm precision. They formed patterns the alien fleets could not understand, circles within circles, lines that bent at impossible angles. The hollow tide felt it. For the first time since it had returned, it stopped advancing. Space around it twisted as if reality itself was unsure how to behave. The darkness that made up the enemy rippled, pulling at nearby stars, trying to erase them before the humans could act. But humanity was ready. Human ships did not fire wildly. Each movement was measured. Each action had purpose. They used gravity like a tool, time like a thread, and space like a locked door. The ghost ship remained at the center. Its core burned brighter now, not with light, but with control. The trapped part of the hollow tide inside it screamed without sound, reacting to its greater whole being pulled apart. The human commander watched without emotion. Begin phase final, the commander said. The human fleet responded instantly. Thousands of ships activated devices the galaxy had never seen. Not weapons, but anchors. They locked reality in place, stopping the hollow tide from spreading, from learning, from adapting. The enemy thrashed. Entire regions of space went dark as it fought back. Several alien fleets were nearly consumed when the hollow tide lashed out, desperate and violent. Human ships moved to protect them. Without being asked. Without reward. Energy barriers formed around alien vessels, stronger than any shield they had ever built. Human ships took the damage instead, holding the line with quiet resolve. Alien admirals watched in disbelief. Humans were not fighting for control. They were fighting for balance. The ghost ship began its final action. The core inside it opened fully, revealing a controlled void, a prison made of laws older than the galaxy itself. The hollow tide was pulled toward it, forced into a shape it could not escape. The enemy resisted with everything it had. Stars dimmed. Time stuttered. For a brief moment, it looked like the ghost ship might fail. Then something changed. From deep within the human fleet, a signal spread, not a command, but a memory. A reminder of why humanity had left, why they had stayed silent, why they had watched instead of ruled. The ghost ship stabilized. The hollow tide screamed as it was folded inward, compressed, stripped of its endless hunger. Bit by bit, it was sealed away, locked behind rules it could not break. With one final, silent collapse, the hollow tide vanished. The stars returned. Light flowed back into the systems that had dimmed. Power returned to dead ships. Life flickered back where it could. The galaxy survived. Silence followed. No cheers came from the human fleet. No victory calls. The human ships held position, watching, waiting. The Galactic Council finally spoke. On open channels, visible to every world, the Council bowed. "We were wrong," the speaker said, voice shaking. "We forgot you. We feared you. We failed to understand why you left." The human commander listened. "We ask for forgiveness," the speaker continued. "And guidance." For a long moment, there was no answer. Then the human commander replied, calm and clear. "We do not want your forgiveness." The galaxy froze. "We did not return to lead you," the commander said. "And we will not stay to rule you." Confusion spread. "We returned because extinction threatens everyone," the commander continued. "When that danger ends, so does our presence." The ghost ship began to power down. Human ships slowly pulled back, fading into hidden layers of space. One by one, they disappeared, not destroyed, not lost, simply gone. Before the last ship vanished, the human commander sent one final message. "Remember this," the voice said. "We are not your gods. We are not your weapons." A pause. "We are your warning." The ghost ship drifted back toward dead space, returning to its silent watch. And for the first time in history, the galaxy marked human space not as forbidden, but as protected. Because now everyone knew the truth. When humanity is silent, it is not gone. It is watching. And if the ghost ship ever wakes again, it means the universe itself is in danger.